No, I'm royalties. I'm just letting you know.
You are the businessman. You are the businessman.
Can a brother get paid? Ladies and gentlemen, it is Thanksgiving vibe. It is a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I'm gonna say this straight up out loud.
Oh my God!
The first time I spoke to you was when the studio was actually at the house, right?
Yes.
Remember the one there?
True, I remember.
And that episode is actually up on the podcast. So if you don't want to know the ins and the outs and the originals and the things, and she probably a lot of the time artists don't like hear them very first conversation, you know, because this was 2017.
That's when I had the curly afro.
Yeah.
Woo!
It was cute though. It was cute. You know what I mean?
Curly afro.
It was cute. But go up on Spotify, wherever, iHeartRadio. It's up there. Just type in Homegrown GCole, Kristine Alicia. We're talking about it. But now we've long past that. But you're still one of my favorite people to have a conversation with.
This is fun. I always have fun when I come here. No lie.
Thank you.
Appreciate
the love. Brand spanking new tunes out, which we're gonna get some joints in a minute. But brand spanking new album in the works. You have a title for it yet? Because I know you were toying with the love album vibe. And
I do have a title. I decided, and that's top secret.
Damn. Someone don't got you all of that buttering up and nothing.
That's how it works. That's how love works.
It's a love thing.
I've learned that that's the mastery of this process. Both parties love it. You guys butter up and we butter up.
That's how it goes.
That's the process.
But we do it for different reasons, you know what I mean?
That is true.
I'm just saying.
We do it for the more moral reasons. Whoa. We're not getting into a female-male fight here, but I feel like...
It's not like you're wrong or nothing, but you know.
I feel, yes.
It's not like you're wrong or anything. You ain't wrong or nothing, so maybe...
We commit for the heart.
Commit? We got a total different conversation. Commit?
Wait!
You're going too far, man. You're going too far. Where we reach this up?
My album talks about the process of I would say from a female perspective or whatever, the feminine energy perspective of what we go through in the getting to know, the dating process, the yearning process, the wanting a commitment process. I mean,
boy, oh boy,
the being played for a fool, the falling in love too early.
So hold up. So we heard fool's love, right?
Yeah, fool's love.
And you just said, well, I got the whole concept of being played for a fool or whatever case may be. You out in the dating world right now. Have you experienced any of that?
That's how fool's love. Well, that's how fool's love came about.
Call him name. We're burning out. Call him name.
What if there are multiple of them? What if it's like meaning? Okay, all right. That sounded bad. What I mean is,
it doesn't.
What if that song was okay? No, it was a specific situation for sure, but I felt like the song was also like, this seems like a trend, like, you know, but so it was in my early dating when I was starting to start dating again. And I feel like to be vulnerable for sure, like I got back into this world and I was like, everything was just like pure and wonderful. And if I feel this way, you must feel this way. If you want this, if you have these goals, you must want these goals. And I do admit that I tend to... I like to be expressive. If I like, I go and tell you I like you.
Cool, man. That's so cute.
I go and tell you like, I like you. And I go, I want to see tomorrow. And I'm very like, I want to see tomorrow. And then I think like that works sometimes well. And then, but you do it, and I call it out, like you do it and sometimes you do it too early, right? And then, you know, you can see your friend and then fall in love. And I would say in the beginning, the stages, I think I'm much wiser now. But I would fall in love.
Did you feel quickly. Like a teenager, like the high school girl going back on the dating game?
That's okay. Yeah. I mean, I feel like, oh my God, I can't wait to see. And then the guys are like, okay, cool. And then the truth is, in that stage, I learned that sometimes when you're ready to commit, the other person is not ready to commit, and that's okay. But that was the beginning, and I talk about that because I feel like there are quite a few people that go through that, and it's not to anybody's fault. Sometimes you fall for somebody it's not about you. It's just that they're not ready.
Yeah, not necessarily bad people.
Not bad people,
but not ready for what you're ready for.
Right,
except that one there.
And
that brother there. You see, yo, Kevin, fire field.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's no Kevin for real. He's gonna be like, Kristine, I can't believe.
No. So I mean, but I felt like it came out of good. I feel like so when I started, I said, you know what, this sucks. This really sucks. So in my reading and processing, I remember reading something that said, look, if you're trying to work through something that's difficult or a new phase in life or whatever, the best thing is to journal it. So I said, okay, journaling. But I'm an artist, so I don't just write the songs.
Journal already.
Journal it through song. And then I said, oh, so you know what? This may be a creative way for me a new way for me to creatively get out what I have or what I want, because you can always make up something to write about. And I said, True. Also, it would be a new experience for me. I felt like it would be a new chapter or a new revelation of who Kristine is, because, before it was gospel, like I said before, then I went to roots reggae with the message music, which still is my heart. But I said, I've never really had an opportunity to express my love. The love part of my life, and the love in a way that's it's not conflict.
Did you hold it back? Is it that you never had an opportunity, or you purposely didn't because of the areas that you were existing in musically?
You're so good. This is good. I think the producers that are close to me know that I always wanted to release a love song, but I think because of the pressure I had put on myself, or that I felt from others, like if you're a gospel singer, you cannot sing love songs at that time. Right. I think it's more acceptable now. I don't even know how that is. Hey. But
all the pregnant people in that church, I think it is.
I'm not gonna go there. But I remember, like, if I make a joke and say some of those songs that I wrote, it's kind of because I wanted to write a love song, like "You're a Lady." I'm on board to follow you, be your number one fan, and right up on your back.
Reverend, you hear that?
So anyhow, and then in the Roots reggae album, Songs from Zion, I did Key Lock, I did a few love songs, but I think it was always there. However, I felt like my mandate was to always put out a message, be inspirational, put out a message that's going to challenge the people. And I just never thought, but then this happened.
But even those, and to dive into it a little bit more, even those love songs that you speak of that were on Songs from Zion, right? They did feel in the vein of that album too. So even though they were love songs per se,
exactly.
They did feel rootsy.
Yes.
They were more like, put it this way, the ones that you're doing right now feel more free, more fun,
Yes.
I'm like this. Let me tell you something. The production, some of the best produced songs never make it. Some of the biggest songs aren't the best produced songs. So I'm far gone from how great the production is, right? It's just the tune bad or tune bad, right?
Is it catchy or is it not catchy? Can you sing along?
Can I vibe
connect?
To this?
Yeah. So there you go. So when this whole vein is about, I still want my production to be on top. I still feel like I have some secret productions coming out, but it's more important for this album to feel a connection, because there's love. Like love is about connection, and I want it to be a reflection of my falling back in love with music again. Right. So I felt like, I went through a whole situation of like, okay, this music, I release this, but I have to keep doing it. I want to keep doing it, but then,
So you had fallen out of love with music?
I think that, yes, there was a time when I fell out of love of the business of music.
Oh, okay.
Business of music. I was that, like, our duty, our job.
Right. I'll be hating it sometimes too.
I know that I could not do it, but I really just like, this is becoming a chore. And
don't you wish you could just sing?
Just sing. Yeah. So, anyhow, but yeah, so this part now, I'm like, I have fun journaling. Now, obviously, I don't put everything out there, but the songs are inspired by real life situations, by real life feelings. For real. Like, the songs are inspired, like what you said.
You speak about vulnerability, right? There is it could be a conception or a misconception that it's easier for women to be vulnerable than it is for men. Is it so? Or did you struggle with vulnerability, with being vulnerable? And is it such a thing as a woman versus man thing, or just people?
I think it's just people. I have had experience with some men who are very vulnerable and are proud of it and do well. And then some who just can't. So, I mean, I think it just depends on someone's self-awareness. I think it definitely depends on self-awareness. I myself have caught myself being too vulnerable, just right. And then because I've been hurt, completely like guarded. So it's just depending on where you catch me.
Right.
So
at this moment in time, is there a difference between Kristine Alicia, the woman, and Kristine Alicia, the artist? Are you just one and the same right now?
I feel like I'm one and the same. I feel like this phase of my life, well, what you're hearing now, okay, so the make love is exactly how I feel. I want to want to be relaxed in this phase of love. I want to be, I don't want to feel like I have to force this. Everything has always been like, oh, we gotta make this right. I gotta, which some of the songs you will hear that in, which is fine. I think I've been very honest with the process of the album.
Right.
I think I've been very honest with the process. So
I feel like there's two parallels going on. I feel like the album and the personal life are, like one and the same at the moment.
That's the intention. So it's like, it really is going to be like a journal. I believe so. It's going to show the part where Kristine, you needed to like just relax and just like, you're being too anxious about this relationship, or you're maybe too open, or gosh, you're so heartbroken. I have a song called I Miss You, and I'm just like, what?
I know what the problem is. Say something. You need to channel your inner skittle. There's some, because there's some. When we talk about that something, a lot of people think it's a terrible thing.
You're always giving me this advice. Hold on. This is a counseling session. Where's the couch?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
You have to channel your inner skittle in Kristine. Because here's the deal.
What does that mean?
Here's exactly what it means. Sometimes I feel like, especially for women, right? Sometimes women, and it's a societal thing, are put in a position where they're looking for the end product. And let's say the end product is marriage, right?
Yes.
So you have a lot of women that'll be in search of the marriage. And along the lines, they will try to fit that relationship into it.
Yeah.
And they'll try to fit love into it, right? Yes. Whereas other people, mostly men, are looking for a relationship. And if that relationship grows into love, then great. And if it grows into marriage, then great. So I think it's a lot less pressure on the men.
I get it. I've been told
except for them girls that who just not business. Them girls that's up on them gangster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which that ain't
so that's the part of figuring out. I do have a song called Lollipop.
Oh Lord.
So
give me the verse.
I have a song called Lollipop, and I would say that talks about, maybe that's a skittle version, or the soft skittle version. So I told you the album has different sides.
But there's different sides to you.
Yes, absolutely.
And you are learning them yourself as you go along.
I'm learning them myself, and I think it will cause for discussion, because I feel like there's this whole chat about masculine energy, feminine energy, whatever. And when you start dating, some women are in the masculine energy and feminine energy, and then the men want this feminine one. And when you get the feminine energy, but they want this, and they're like, well, what you want? So I think you'll see some of that as well, where I am the one being the chaser. And then I'm the one with whatever.
And this is an unfamiliar role. I feel like you find yourself in a position right now that you're just not familiar with. It's like you falsified the resume and got hired for the job, and you showed up and be like, the people like, oh snap.
Yeah. I feel proud of the. Like I said, I feel proud of the album. The album. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
I am so. I'll tell you this. I'm looking forward to the album. I really, really am, because there's a certain level of transparency without giving away too much that you offer. And as I hear the songs that you put out so far, I can see transparency, but it gives you time to imagine too. You know what I mean? Some imagination. Yeah. You read between the lines, whatever the case may be, and it feels real. A whole heap of love song out here are not real, right? And we feel sometimes that it's what makes it real is slow down the tempo, make it a ballad, ball out your chortle at a certain way, it makes it real. But it's the words and how it connects, and and seeing you singing them live too. It's playful, and love is playful. Yes. It's not always pain or whatever.
That's good. That's good. That's good. And I think that's where I came to. I always felt like love, because of my background or whatever, had to be this constructed thing, and then I have to have friends like you that's like, just relax, just
chill,
just like make it flow. It doesn't have to be defined as this. It made that, when I'm like, no, but so, but actually I found peace in just making it whatever, letting go of sometimes what we think it has to be.
I love it. Well, since we're kind of got a Love Doctor show, which comes on at such and such a time, right? We're talking about a love album, so we might as well.
Yes.
For everybody, there's things that you want and things you don't want. Let's start where you don't want. What is it that you don't want? If somebody's going to approach Kristine, what is it that you just do not want?
I don't want a man I have to take care of. Definitely don't want a man I have to take care of. I think I've tried that and I've thought of being noble and whatever, and you talk about, you don't want to be materialistic and you don't want that. No, but at the end of the day, if I'm going to be the best Kristine and the best nurturer and best in my softness, I can't take care of a man.
You can't be the man that taking care of the man.
When I feel like I have to take care of the man and I, even if with the best intention, I lose who I am and I lose respect for the man.
That sounds normal. Trust me, I hear that a lot. But here's another thing too. When you talk about take care of a man, sometimes it's not just a financial thing. Sometimes you find some fragments of a man. Some people showing up broken. They haven't figured out who they are, but they want to come be a part of your team. So sometimes you have to take care of them from that aspect too.
Right. And it's that's what I mean. I can't build up anybody right now. At this stage of my life, I don't want to build up anybody. I would like to feel now in my space after I finish these 10 songs. And been through, I feel like I want to feel protected. I want to be my safe zone. I want this person to be so strong enough that he knows he can handle me.
I love that. Why I love it too is I've said with no shame in my game right here that if I found myself single right now, at my age, I'm not there for build nobody. Yeah. You should have met me at 22. All right, I'm not here to build nobody right about now. So if I come to the table with $1 and you come to the table, we need to have $2. We can't have 50 cents, else I'm out. Yeah, you know what I mean. And even though it's metrics, I'm applying it to life in general. Right. Yes. I don't have no time to be nurturing your being you. Yeah. Right. Now, don't get me wrong. We're all human beings. We go through things, but and worse from a female perspective, you having to do that with a grown man, it not sexy, and it seems like that's out there a lot. Yes. I'll put the blur of it. I'm gonna put the snitching done.
I would say it, and I don't know. I'm praying for the best, but I have not. I see a lot of men that are so, and I get it. Maybe they're hurt or whatever, but they want to make sure that whoever they're with is going to take care of them, going to be. And I feel like I've asked myself, where are the men that take pride in taking care of the one, that want to, that feel the joy in protecting, that is not, that's what they want to do. They're not doing it because you do it. They're just going to do it because that's who they are. That's who they are. Yeah. Rather than, let me see if she's wife material and then I protect her. No, I feel like I will feel open and vulnerable when I see that you represent that. I don't know if that's too much to ask.
I wouldn't say it's too much to ask, but I do hear what you're saying. I hear that sentiment being echoed a lot by a lot of ladies, right? Yeah. A lot of ladies. And I've had some men in here who have said some stuff that even though they're men, I'm supposed to support them, I have to step on, brother, There's a crop of human beings out here right now. I don't want to put it just on the men because then the men will tell you how crazy these women are out here, right?
I know, and
it's a vice versa thing.
I do believe that. I feel like if a man is in tune with if he's in tune with wisdom and discernment, he will be able to tell who is crazy and who is not crazy. Maybe,
right?
That he can see virtue in a woman without her having to prove something to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that. I feel like when a woman tries to prove that she's worthy of wife material or worthy of loyalty or worthy of that, then when we're in the proving stage, that doesn't work out very well.
I feel also like it's paradigm shift in terms of there's been so many years, right, where the men have been in that seat. Yeah. You know what I mean? Having to prove. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, they feel like women just have to show up, but a man have to show out. You know what I'm saying?
And I've heard that complaint from my brethren too, so I get it. Yeah, and I get it. And I do understand that. Like, they're tired. They're tired of proving and doing so much and then being taken advantage of. I get that. So that is where the game is, and that's why I feel like, these songs are like, what the?
They feed the soul, though, no? Because, but here's the thing. I've heard a lot of what would be deemed love songs. And if you're not in the mood for a love song, you can't listen to it, right? From some of my favorite artists. The thing with your love songs, pretty much them just feel good. So if minister run a jug,
the ones so far,
the ones that I've heard so far, you know what I mean? I just feel like there's some bad tune, and then afterwards it soaks in, and you're like, oh, that's what she's saying. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the energy is right on there. It feels good. Nice. Do you find that at this stage in the game for you, right? Are you just living life, or is there a need to find love?
I feel like there is a need. I do want to find love, but I don't want to do it and sacrifice myself. I am enjoying my life. I have lots of blessings, but I do know that if I'm honest, like, I don't believe my human soul was meant to be, to journey this by myself.
Right.
I believe I can say what my heart's desire is.
Right.
I believe I am someone that I love romance. I love sharing life and experience with someone.
Wow.
I love sex. I love things that I need to, to have a partner with. So.
Right. And finding love means you're not going to have it with anybody.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Which is dangerous in this world.
Right. So that's why. So wait. Can you edit that part?
I can, but I won't because I like it.
I just realized we're on tape. This is not me just talking to GCole as our friend.
I can take it out, but I mean, it would be dope to leave it in.
I mean, it's okay. The love album is coming. The love album is about sex.
It's something Make Love, right?
Yes, and it is about that. Yes.
Just a different verbiage.
So Make Love, when I wrote that, did I tell you I wrote that when I was sick?
Yeah.
I wrote
under the weather.
I was under the weather. And it was inspired, like, I just need some good loving right now.
Well, as human beings, sometimes I get up and there's nothing else that's going to cure this problem. No Robitussin.
Nothing.
No mint tea. You know what I mean? Keish, where you at?
So it's actually a song to myself because I was like, I'm stressed out right now. But this stress is because I'm allowing life to stress me out. And all I need is some good soup and some good loving and I'll be okay. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why if people hear the record, I do sound, my disclaimers, I sound like a Horace, but it worked out.
It's on fire.
And it was a lesson to me that said, Kristine, it doesn't have to be perfect. And the producer like, please just hurry up and get it done. And then also it wasn't part of the plan of the album. So that whole song to me is something for me, like, just let go. I think this whole journey is just part of me also learning. Right. I really feel so. It's my learning lesson, and if it do well, it's what I have to learn to go with the flow, release the albums and be okay with releasing these albums, release these songs. Are you going to be okay with people knowing how you feel? The honest, are you going to be okay with them seeing that you're like so hurt and you're whatever, needy or whatever?
It's funny. None of us are immune to the trials and tribulations of life. And what I've realized is this. Anything that you're going through and feel like you're the only person going through it, there's another person even way closer to you than you think. Going through the same thing.
Exactly. And that's the beauty about being an artist. But you have to be brave to share it. You have to be brave to connect. You have to be brave to be transparent. And I think why this phase of my artist life now, I think I'm more brave about it because now I'm just like, I don't give up.
I love it. I love this, Kristine.
Because what else we have? What else we have?
Is it just growth and maturity though? Because a lot of this stuff just comes with, just going through the trenches, going through the fire.
Yeah, after you go through what you go through, I'm sure you know. After you go through, after a while, you're like, I don't care. I have this one life. Let me just do whatever I want to do and release. If I'm an artist and I feel like I want to release, I release it, and release it whether you like it or not.
And believe it or not, you're speaking on behalf of so many people who just they can't sing, but they'd like to say exactly what you're saying right now. And again, especially for our women out there, right? Some of them want to say certain things and can't say it. Now they get to sing it along with millions of people when you sing it, right? And again, the concept of the love album. I love love.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I think many people do, even the people who act like they don't.
Yes. Yes.
But I think it's dangerous when you aspire for it, because the thing is, when you aspire for anything on your journey to go find it, there's a lot of things that look like it.
Oh, you know what I mean? Come on with the counseling.
But I saw the thing. So it's like when you go to a car dealership and you say you want to go buy a car, but you don't know for sure what you want.
So don't aspire for love?
It's not that you're not to aspire for love.
What am I doing this love album for?
To sell records. But the thing is, is not that. The thing is, when what I think you should aspire for is a happy tomorrow with a dope person.
I love
right?
it. Okay.
A happy tomorrow with a dope person.
The guy that called me tomorrow, I must just go out with him.
Hell yeah. Go out with him.
I always want to have a purpose.
The purpose? I mean, he got a purpose too, but the thing is,
it has to have an end goal, no?
No.
Oh my gosh, you're such a big brother.
It's tomorrow. All it is about is yeah. If you have a date tomorrow on Monday.
Oh gosh.
Tomorrow, whatever day tomorrow is.
But you know what girls are afraid of? They're afraid of just tomorrow, and the tomorrow just is a tomorrow, and the tomorrow goes nowhere.
That's not what girls are afraid of. Girls are afraid of being another number on the list. And unfortunately.
Yes, but what I mean is, or just being played for too long. Because if I just think about tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and if I don't ask, okay, so.
No, not tomorrow. You're going too far now.
Okay.
I'm talking about just tomorrow.
Just tomorrow. So
if you got a date planned for tomorrow, it's about tomorrow. It's not about the day after.
I get you. Okay, and I see what you're saying. Just enjoy tomorrow. Yeah.
Because what a lot of women do.
Which is what Make Love says. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's what I'm saying. I was in the zone, but I need to get back in that zone.
You got it.
I need to get back in that
zone.
I need to remind myself. I need to sing the song to myself over and over.
Yeah, you ain't listen to your own sound. You're here
I
listening
do.
to Whitney.
Honestly. The truth is, that's how I know when spirit talks, because at different times it's for different things. You can write a song and then you realize, oh, was that me? You know, and it's just spirit. So. Yes, that song is supposed to make you just... And I do want to be a voice to remind the men sometimes that there are still women who do want to take care of you, who do see your stress, who do, when we feel safe and we feel like we're your woman, we want to we want to rub your foot, we want to massage you down, we want to take the stress off, we want you to forget about your problems, forget about your bills for tomorrow. Honestly, I'm right here. We are still
and
like
that's
that.
what men want to know.
Yes, and the thing is we are, but we've gotten hardened.
You get hard and the man gets soft, and that's basically what I say. Because the truth is, men want that, but I think men are afraid, and we've been cultured that we can't ask for that, because then it's like, bruh, toughen up, you know what I mean? What you mean?
I feel like I would love it if my man is vulnerable in that way. But I feel like I don't want him to come on the first date and say, I need to make sure that you're going to do whatever. We will do that naturally if a man just is like, shows us that, look, I am going to protect you. Then once we feel that way, it's done. And you know that.
The ultimate word we said a while ago that I think resonates with everything, naturally. I think a lot of times, and women are more guilty of this than men.
Okay.
The course of a relationship is more scripted and curated by women than natural. In other words, you've been told and taught from a child up what to look for, right? Mama told you, grandma told you, whatever the case may be, right? So you're out here looking for this husband. And like I said earlier, you're looking for the husband first, and in the mix, you're going to try to fit in the love and the relationship. In adverse, you just find a man where you like and see if that turns into a relationship and turns into love.
Yeah. Okay.
And then turns into the husband. Because a lot of people who follow the other route end up with a husband that them don't love and don't have a good relationship with. Yeah. Because the end game was a husband. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what I love
I believe in chemistry. Sorry.
It's chemistry.
I do believe in that. And I would say in this process, I definitely put a lot of weight on chemistry. But then chemistry also has to come with some intention. If there's no chemistry, I don't even give it time of day. But if...
Is that now or always been that way for you?
Always been. Chemistry has always been important. Some of my girlfriends are saying, Kristine, just make the chemistry grow. I'm still debating that. I don't know. That's a trust me, if it grows, and because sometimes chemistry fools us, just like in Fool's Love. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm figuring that out. But to me, chemistry important, and then I can figure out the details after. Then I can figure out, okay,
chemistry dangerous,
I know.
Because you can have good chemistry with some terrible people.
That's the problem. Yeah. I know. So I get it.
It's just beautiful though.
Yeah, that is it. We have to see. I think that's part of my growth process. Just see life as beautiful. It's not as rigid as how it used to be.
It is what it is. It's growth and maturity. The other thing too is that song "Make Love." You know, I think it's important because you're voicing, and even sometimes we create songs from or anything from a particular place, but we consider ourselves vulnerable because we sung the song, but we'll never be vulnerable enough to say where the song comes from. right? A lot of time we chalk it up to, I'm just a creative writer. You know what I mean? When the truth is, like you said, you were under the weather and you just felt like, damn it, some soup and some love making right now. It's going to be what it is. But here's the thing what I love about that song, coming from you.
Yeah.
A lot of times men feel like women don't express, good women don't express that. It's almost like the only woman I got call you up on the phone and say, listen, more some loving, right, is Skettle. You know what I'm saying? When the truth is, you have some good women, you have your good woman, and it's just that's how she feels in the moment.
Yeah, and I hope that I dismantle that, because I feel like I feel like good women will tell, I want this right now. Like,
they will. Yeah. But there's a misconception that the woman who are going to call you up on the phone is just that bowdy chick.
I got it.
And don't get me wrong, we've all had in our lives that bowdy chick that you'll be like, yo, you're gone in a woman. Keisha, call me. You know what I mean?
Well,
but you ain't trying to marry Keish.
I want to be the number one woman that will call you like the Skettle will call you then.
John know. But he knows you.
But he will know. So you're getting the two of them. You're getting the loyal, good woman and that one there.
That's life, though. It's a balance if you can't get them. Because many people have that dope, roundaway girl who gonna be that, and she don't meet none of that criteria. Right? But I think it's worse when you have the person who meets all the other criteria. She looks a certain way, she presents a certain way. She gonna cook, she gonna do this and whatever the case may be. But there's just no downtime. She doesn't have no downside, no chill time, no talking smack.
So is the man creating that for her though? Because maybe she should have no downtime because she does nothing. That's the man needs to create that space for her.
I think we show up grown people. When you're children, you are still clay being formed, right? Okay. So you're more moldable, right? From my vantage point, I'm a grown ass man. I show up who I am, and especially women. Okay. I don't feel like a woman of a certain age changing anything but clothes. And hairstyle, you know what I mean? So you better make sure you like what I get, because she ain't changing nothing.
That goes both ways, right?
Well, I think men are more willing to change who they are, and are at least lie about it. Because the thing is, you are, for lack of a better word, you are the goal. Men are coming after you. So the man have to put him best foot forward. He got to conform sometimes. He's got to be more compromising. If you ask any married couple right now, the truth is, a man will always be doing more compromising than a woman.
I've heard that. Right? When they find the one they love.
Even not, because sometimes you have to compromise because she fine as hell. You know what I mean? And you have to compromise right now because, boy, that girl look good. I may have to sort out. Okay, right? I mean, it might be an ingenuine compromise, but I'm compromising for a reason. But most times men have, that's why you'll always hear the tale of happy wife, happy life.
Yes.
There are many a men that are living in a household that the wife's happy, and they're not as happy, but they're cool. There's no household where the man is happy and the woman is unhappy and she cool. Okay. It not work. Right? Okay, so
point made. Compromise. Point made.
But I think right now, the version of you that I'm talking to and the version of you that I'm listening to on these records is a dope version that some lucky guy is going to have a field day.
It's just fun, I think, but it's not also just about me. It's really, I'm hoping to reflect what we all go through. And for us to realize, like what you said, on what I need to learn too, that love in its healing phase is just embracing the flow of it. Right. That's what we need to embrace, and what I'm learning. Instead of like what you said, Kristine, stop putting put it in a box. Right. It won't heal it that way. Yeah. It will not. I will not heal. You will not heal. So usually we're talking about healing in this, spiritual way. Make Love talks about make love heal your soul, because just like that, just that alone, in the simplest form of just a, soup and a make love in, could really heal your soul.
Then the question to that would be this: if that's going to heal your soul, it means that the soul at the current moment is not healed.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So should you really be out there dating if it ain't healed?
Yeah, I've heard that debate. I feel like
there's a lot of pressure on the healing.
Yeah.
Guy.
So, I think there are different phases. I think you have to make sure that there's certain aspects of your life to definitely, patch up and love yourself again before you can properly. But if you want the Skettle version, you know what I'm just saying? You just said I mean, that's irrelevant. So if you want the part of like settling and just being in healthy, yes. But I think there will always be parts of us that need healing. And I believe this now, because I used to believe the latter, that you have to be completely healed before you go. No. I think the beauty of human nature is that sometimes when you meet some point in divine timing or whatever, there are parts of it that will always need healing, and that is how the love develops, because that person shows you how they can cover you or protect you, and that person fits that part of your life. I believe that.
You could be honest. Sometimes I feel like the concept of healing, it's not that I don't believe it. Yeah. I think sometimes it's a narrative that's created and put on us to say we are humans, and to humanize us and let us realize how human we are. We walk around this feeling like we are broken in some shape or form. You probably are very damn well healed, and good to go,
Oh,
the difference. The thing is, tomorrow is an issue. Things happen.
Yeah.
So the issue that you're going to encounter tomorrow, sometimes the narrative is to chime it and tie it up with a problem. So why am I acting like this way today? Well, I'm channel it back to your therapist. I go say, well, I'm going to tie it back to something that happened way back. Nah, you aggravated the shit out of me today. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
and that's all it is.
Perspective.
So I'm a whole healed dude, and you talking smack today, and it annoys me.
I agree with
Don't
that.
be telling me that it's because I'm 12 years old. I got, you know what I mean?
Everything is an inner child issue.
It's too deep. I'll tell you this. This is the problem with love on human beings, right? I think people turn love into R&B music when it's just pop music, right? Just some surface fluff, right? It's Bieber. It's breezy, right? It ain't always got to be Stevie.
I agree. So that's what I know. So no wonder you probably thought I was too deep in the past. I get it. Okay, right. But we women, we have depth to us.
I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Anyhow, yeah, I get you. I get you. To answer the question flat out, I do think you can find a good relationship and still have aspects of you. I'm pretty sure there are aspects of me that still need to be healed.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure. How I was 2 years ago, should I be in a relationship? Probably not. But then again,
you done keyed some cars out here?
Holistically, I think that again, it had its purpose. Like I could be back in the day, I would have beat up myself and said, "Why were you doing that? Why were you even dating? You weren't ready." And I look back and I said that was supposed to help me to process certain things and for me to see in myself. Sometimes some relationships, short term and the skeletal version or whatever you want to do, is the only thing that will reveal things about yourself that you need to see that otherwise you probably wouldn't see.
True.
You know, that's how I feel like.
True.
I've heard this and I believe it, that sometimes relationships are there to show you parts of yourself that you would not have faced if you were single.
True. And again, as we are in this continuum, because what happens is this now. Okay, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You found yourself in a situation. I know you said this, so damn, I probably wasn't healed, and that's what happened, right? Yeah. 10 years from now, another situation. I guess we got to tell ourselves, rotted, me never healed from, but it's a brand spanking new problem. It's a brand spanking new problem.
All right, point made again.
From a brand spanking new dude.
All right, you're right.
Getting your brand spanking new nerves that you ain't even had 10 years ago.
I love hearing this perspective because you're right.
So,
you're right.
Listen, you are a whole. That's the reason I'm gonna like when people said, "Call my wife my better half." I was a whole when she met me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be whole tomorrow. That's just how it is. And I think just listening to you, don't get me wrong, we all hurt. Bruised but not broken is what I call it, right? And then you do have, just like flesh wounds, it will scab, heal, pick off, hurt, and you move on and new skin form, right? You're good. It don't mean you're gonna do the same thing that gave you the first wound. Right? Yeah. So you're going to move on from that. But right now, I think if you weren't a healed person, there would be no make love. You would never, imagine you in prior to even Songs from Zion.
Yeah.
Shoot, actually during Songs from Zion. Do you think you would have it in you, the wherewithal to sing a song like Make Love?
No.
You healed. Ladies and gentlemen, you healed, damn it.
Well, remember, so much happened after Songs from Zion. Songs from Zion, I don't know if I was as broken as I was after Songs from Zion. I think Songs from Zion, I was still in my bubble. I was still like, I had a beautiful fairy tale of love.
True.
That's why Keelak was there.
But then let's rewind even further than that. Prior to Songs from Zion, you were in another phase, right? Which was the gospel phase, right? Which would not have allowed you to express even what you express on songs.
Yeah, so you're saying.
And then this right about. So when I listen to you singing Make Love, and even seeing you performing the song, I'm like, man, you better go in these streets. You're good to go.
I definitely believe that I'm grateful for the fact that in this lifetime I can reflect different aspects of this journey.
I love it.
That's it. And not put a stakehold on any which one to say which one was better. I used to, but not anymore. No, it's none is better. It's just that's it. Yeah. And I feel like the Most High is pleased with all of it because all of it is a story. And I think that is what I want people to get, because I used to hold on to this. This is the righteous way. This is the way. What about the whole journey is the way? What if just the whole journey?
But that's what it is. Like when people talk about destiny. Yes. And I always say, my concept, people say, I don't believe in destiny. It's not that I don't believe in it. My concept of destiny is not the same as many. People think of destiny as where you end up. Destiny to me is the journey.
I'm getting there.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting there. I still feel like I need to get to this point. And God give me the strength. Jah give us strength. Never let us
journey. Jah.
Yeah, so.
I love it.
Well, yeah, thank you. I feel I'm excited. And I always want to stay in the excitement of the process and not get caught up in the end product. I think that's what I have to remind myself. But still download the song.
I mean, go get the things. You know why I think you're where you need to be though? Honestly. Fool's Love. From where you say Fool's Love come from, right?
Yeah.
Technically, it's a love song, of course, but technically it would be one of the brokenhearted. For the Keisha Cole or Mary sing it, you're not a ball, right? But the truth is, even though it's a song that from that place, there's not a drip of melancholy in the song.
Yeah. It's like,
and that to me is when somebody tells you, it's like when somebody say, yo, we got through a thing and I'm a ball. And like, oh, shit, I go. When a man I laugh and I say, yo, I believe what we got through last week. That's what it sounds like to me. It's like, you're done past it, but I can talk about it.
Yes, true.
You know what I mean?
True, and I will say that is very true. I was able to write that song out of like, oh, okay, that's how I felt, but whatever. Yeah. I could. But then 2 months later or 3 months later, I was crying, I miss you. And I was in my bed like, depressed for 2 days. I miss you. Why didn't you work out? Blah, blah,
damn
blah.
you, Tyrone.
So will I healed, or I just had a new experience?
Just a new experience.
And
another one I go home. No. There's when you get bun number 10, you know, right? It hurt. But now enough do bun number 1. Different man, different bun. You know what I mean? So I just let the thing go. You'll be alright. I just want to hear this album. I just want to hear the album.
Yeah.
And on top of wanting to hear the album, guess what I want to say? I want to sit down and watch you perform every last one of them songs off of the album live. Because there's an energy and an aura of you. It's almost like a triumphant reign. It's like all of the hurt and everything is at your feet. And you just playfully trample on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, I've been there. Step on you. You know what I mean? But I dig it. When the album will come?
All the songs are done and almost finally mixed, so I am really hoping for spring. But you know how business goes. So
right.
So maybe you can tell me, or maybe listeners can tell me, like, I already released Fool's Love. Make Love was not really supposed to be an album. Should Make Love be an album? But anyways, should I do 2 more singles before the album? You're the business. How you should do?
I will speak on behalf of the listeners and say, yes, Make Love should be on the album. That's question number 1.
Oh.
It would be blasphemous to not be on the album. Because 1, it's a fire tune. Every album we have, we need a fire tune on the album, right?
Okay, all right.
And it's not, all the others are fire, you know, but it's a fire tune. Why leave it off, right?
Okay.
It's a fire tune.
Okay. Cyclone, you hear that? Right.
Selfishly, me love it, so I want it on an album. So that's 2, right?
Okay.
The other thing pretty much is this. When it comes to you releasing the album, I remember one time saying, and it's a West Coast method because they release so much music where they'll have an album coming out and drop 10 singles off of the album, right?
Yeah.
But, and nothing wrong with that because we're in the day and age where people go choose what they want anyway. The problem with that for me, when you drop song number 2, it's like a new child or a new toy. You will now move on from song number 1. Yeah. And a lot of time that song needs traction, it needs room for grow and breathe. And it's already getting that in R&B people be pushing the one record for 9 months, right?
Yeah,
and then something else drop. Now, is that strategy to keep our fans engaged? Yes, because we're kind of cultured to that. But let's be honest, Fool's Love, big tune, traction, you roll with it. Let's be honest. When Make Love come out, it almost puts you in a position for move past it now because it's to you it's now an old song.
It's I know, and exactly that's the thing. But if I want to release an album, I have to have like a cutoff. Right? Yeah. Yeah, but then there are no rules in music, or
there are no rules, but it's your energy.
I need to.
If you have the discipline to, and especially because we're independent artists, and we do everything, and all the energy is coming from us. Do you have the same amount of?
I say yeah for the independent.
Yeah, and I ain't got no problem with going to mainstream. Mainstream people call her, all right? I make the thing work out. But a song like Make Love, it deserves all of your energy. If you drop something else next month, Make Love can't get all your energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, new toy, new child.
New toy, new child.
But again, and how many singles have you dropped from the album? Or just them two?
Just these two. And Fool's Love is the only single. I would have put out another single, but then Make Love came out and interrupted the schedule. And
we're in November. You're planning to drop this album in March.
Yes,
I wouldn't drop nothing else.
Just drop the album?
I would drop the album. I
need a lollipop though. A joke. So, that's because no. I need a serious one. I don't know I don't know.
Here's the thing. You see, when people drop the singles and then drop the album, I think people start feeling like, okay, so now I can only promote the album, right? But remember, it's a lollipop up on the album too, right?
Yeah.
So after the album drop, you can determine to run with single number 3 now.
Oh my gosh, the wise one. Yes.
Old man.
Yeah. Okay, good. So I'm glad. Yeah.
But I mean, I can't wait. I'm not telling you.
Maybe I can have a listening party down here with you.
You should follow it through.
Maybe I should.
We'll live stream a listening party at midnight. Oh, just come through and tell all the people, yo, stay up till midnight.
And only the ones that step can help me help me figure out some things. Yeah. That's kind of cool.
You know what I mean? Y'all stay up to you want your say in something? Stay up till 12 o'clock. And we drop at 12 o'clock. And we go through everything. And as a matter of fact, you want a call, we take out a call too. We open up the phone lines, we take messages, take whatever.
Okay.
1 hour, you get to contribute to this album.
Let's think about it. So, homegrown with GCole.
Ja. Talk to these people. Tell them some social media.
Kristine Alicia Music. Kristine with a K. Okay? Kristine Alicia Music on Instagram. Kristine Alicia on Facebook. That's it. Kristine Alicia. KristineAlicia.com if you want to buy some merchandise. YouTube Kristine Alicia if you want to see all the music videos. There's going to be a music video for Make Love. Wish Me Luck.
Ooh. Are you just singing or your main character into?
I'm the main character.
Ja.
Hopefully if I meet a nice looking guy down there.
Then
6 feet and higher.
I tell you, boy, chemistry is dangerous, boy.
6 feet and higher. 6 feet and higher.
6 feet and higher?
Yeah.
That's 6 inches on you. That's a lot, ain't it?
That's I told somebody that's my normal view. That's my normal view. You know what my gripes are? When they put on the profile, I am 5'8" or 6", and they're 5'5", and they're like, "Well, because you're 5'2". I said, "I don't care if I'm 5'2". I request 5'8" and 6". And they lie. What do you think? Like, why would you say you're 6 if you're? But I guess that's the same thing when guys say you wear so much makeup. It's the same thing, right?
No.
Thank you. No. I agree. I have a reason to be upset, right?
No. I'm not ready to put no one in.
Good.
But it's just like when an artist. A lot of times when I'm having an artist performing here, I get a bio, read about them, and I adjust the mics accordingly, right? Oh. The things that themselves 6 foot tall, so the mic accordingly, because I measure it off of me. And then the artist come in and if I load the mic out 3-4 inches because realistically speaking, you 5'8", right? So keep it real. Stop giving me work for no. Keep it honest out here.
Let's
do it. Kristine Alicia.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
It was my pleasure. I love it. Thank you so much for having me.
Always a joy. And again, please, when the album drop, you know what we've done before? Or maybe if you're in town, even if you're not in town, on the day that it drops, we could give them sometime let's play the whole album. You know, it breaks the rules of radio. Radio don't want you to do that, but we can do it.
Yeah.
We just come on that night when it comes out or that day and give them the whole album. Right? We might not necessarily leave it up there.
That's very vulnerable.
I mean, they're going to go get it anyway, right?
Yeah.
Especially since I'm the type of person like this. Many albums that I've bought and fell in love with, it's not the singles that really grabbed me. My favorite Drew Hill album, right? The first album, It's April Showers. That's my favorite album. That one, the single.
Story, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So give people the opportunity to get attached to a certain song. We'll pull it down. We don't necessarily have to leave it up there, right? Yeah. But just get them a part of it, and so they can listen to the whole project and be like, damn. Because unfortunately, people are only getting singles now. Them now get the whole project. My hope is that they want the whole album, because I do know the whole album thing is dying. Part of my motivation was to make the songs make the songs tell the story so much where they want it to. They want the whole thing, not just this 1 and 2 songs. Well, based on these 2, I want it. Yes. So I know they do too. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get up out of here. We got turkey to go eat. All right. So thank you so much again, my friend. I appreciate you. Much love. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kristine Alicia. We're going to drop some tunes pound right about now. Some Thanksgiving performances exclusive for y'all. Catch you on the flip side. It is homegrown.
Oh, that was good.